In the last video, you saw me packing my bags to explore one of the most dangerous cacti in the desert, the Cholla Cactus Garden. But today, we decided to go deeper into Joshua Tree National Park because today is the real hike day. So, let's go! Hi and welcome back to my channel Adi Sangati. I make travel videos fun and a little more informative. And today we are in Joshua Tree National Park, and this national park has been surprising us at every turn. And here is something very important you need to know. Once you enter the park, there is no cell service. That means no Google Maps, no signals, nothing. So we are officially navigating with physical maps like it's olden days. And our first stop for the day is Hidden Valley Nature Trail. This is a 1-mile loop hike through a valley completely surrounded by massive rock formations. Honestly, it looks like someone just piled up the rocks everywhere and said, yeah, this is a trail. What's even more interesting is you'll see locals and tourists climb these rocks so easily. But trust me, it is not as easy as it looks, okay? So we started hiking with absolutely no plan, no expectations, and literally no idea what to look for. And somehow that made it even more fun. Climbing these rocks literally awakened my inner child. Handle up killing in a movie, bro. Hello? Even drunk selfie. I was literally screaming with happiness every time I made it to the top. This is like a pure joy moment. Anyways, this Hidden Valley Trail is also a very favorite spot for rock climbers. You can often see them practicing here and there. Along the trail, there are educational signposts explaining about the local plants and animals. Though this is a desert, trust me, there is a wide variety of plants. And one important reminder is hiking is fun, but knowing your limits is very essential. We need to be aware of our own strengths, pace ourselves, and never push beyond our exhaustion limit. Okay guys, we are done with our first spot. Parent Shishi.
Hidden Valley Trail.
Yeah, Hidden Valley Trail. And now we have to go and have some lunch because it's already 11 o'clock, and we thought having early lunch will escape us from the crowd. So yeah. After the hike, we decided to head out for an early lunch because it's a long weekend, so we expected a lot of crowd, but we didn't expect this. Look at this traffic entering the park. Which means one thing, we started much earlier than most people. Imagine everyone being at the same viewpoints or fighting for lunch reservations at the same time. Yeah, that's not the vibe we wanted today. Any which ways, early lunch was really the best decision we made. Now that we are fueled up with a lot of nice food, it's time to head back to the park and explore more. I was personally very excited to see the skull rock, a rock that's supposed to be in the shape of a skull. But look at my face, slightly getting disappointed. Apart from the eye hole thing, It's really not giving that skull energy. With that said, hiking around the Skull Rock was way more fun than taking pictures in front of it. If you're ever here, you will see a lot of people taking pictures in front of the Skull Rock, but I suggest you not to waste time with that, because these rocks here are very different from Hidden Valley Trail. I mean, they are larger, flatter, and much easier to walk and hop on. And honestly, this turned out to be one of my most favorite spots.
So we just finished Skull Rock. The rock, to be honest, the rock is nowhere close to a skull, but we still had a lot of fun around it. So I would say, yeah, you have to visit that for once and just roam around and climb on the rocks and have fun with it. And now we are at Split Rock, which is very close. Both of them are close to each other. And yeah, we are trying to find the trailhead now. He is in search of the trailhead. We're actually trying to connect to the trail path, like from the roadside. We just wanted to make it short. So we are in discovering the Split Rock. And look at those boulders. They are so cool.
Honestly speaking, we are trying to discover the route to join the Split Rock mountain, because we parked our car at the Skull Rock and we didn't want to end up searching for another parking lot and wasting time over there. So we were trying to join the route while walking from behind the Split Rock mountain. So on the way, we discovered a lot of fun stuff, like cool stuff, like big boulders, and we climbed over that. You know, imagine this feeling like in our childhood, you know, parents will take us to the park and leave us in the park and allow us to play, and they'll be like, okay, play how much ever you want. So we got that kind of feeling. We were like navigating here and there, because in Joshua Tree there is no signal, okay? You cannot use Google Maps. It's only paper navigation. I might look very cool, happily enjoying the place, but I was the one who was actually panicked because of going out of the route. Shashi is the one who was like, oh, okay, come on, we can figure it out. So he's the one who figured out the things and like, come on, no problem, let's go and chill. So yeah, since it's daytime, it's very easy to navigate and come back to the route, find a route, whatever. But yeah, we had fun all together.
This is a dirt road that you need to be prepared to see if you want to go for Split Rock.
Your destination. Your route guidance is finished.
Since we hiked the Split Rock from the behind, we had a lot of fun, and we were like, okay, let's save it for later, exploring the Split Rock in a conventional way, because it's time for sunset and we had to go to Keys View to watch the sunset. So from here, we planned to go to Keys View, but somehow plans changed. And by the way, driving along Park Boulevard, especially around the sunset, is absolutely stunning. Like, you will never want to miss this. This is the moment I truly understood the beauty of Joshua Tree.
This is the sunset view we had today, because the Keys View is closed and maybe there was a search operation or something going on. There are government vehicles and asked us to divert the road.
we had to divert, and either we had two options: either go back to our room, or we still have the option to explore Barker Dam.
Hey, oh dude, listen. Okay guys, we are here in Barker Dam Trail. This is the last trail for the day. I'm not sure we'll come back in this light because it'll take 1 hour to complete the loop. So yeah, and it's getting colder and colder as the sun goes down.
Since our plans shifted, we ended the day at Barker Dam, and wow, this is the best decision ever. Especially during the twilight, when the light softens and everything feels calm, quiet, and magical. Basically, this is the Barker Dam. It's not that of a big viewpoint, but the hike is really beautiful. Especially, we did the hike in the twilight. It was so good. And you know what? When we were coming back, the light was totally gone and we actually lost the path. It was really difficult for us to find the road. And that is a story I have to share with you guys, but for another day. That's all about today. So yeah, Adi Sangati. That's it for day 2 exploring Joshua Tree. I hope you liked this video. If you like this video, you will love watching these travel vlogs as well. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.